Okay, hello guys. So what I was looking at now is I'm thinking that I could do this sometimes. Maybe if we have internet issues, sound, audio issues, and all that. So I could do some recording. So I can look at look at opportunities through the market. Look at these pairs here. I have them put up here, and I actually wanted to look at all of them in the earlier session we had, but we had challenges with one or two things. So what I want to do now is go through them, so we can see where opportunities lie in the market, so we could capitalize on them. So I'll do this as a video, show you guys, so you guys can watch it and look at where we are looking to take trades and see how it plays out. And then we'll be looking at where we can get into trading, get opportunities for trading as the market plays out. Today is Thursday, and tomorrow, and then we'll see how it plays out between today and tomorrow. The trades we have, the opportunities for trading that we have. Okay. All right. So this is AUD. This is AUD USD. This AUD USD. Okay. So let's see and this is the 1 hour chart. So basically we've been seeing AUD USD for a long time, has been on a huge uptrend, So what we are seeing now is we are looking to, we're not so sure yet what's beginning, but let's see the structure that we have. The structure that we have will tell us what we are expecting to begin to see at this time. All right. Okay, so before we do that, let's remove this. Let's mark up from here. So let's do this now. All right. Pull back. Then we move higher. Okay. Okay. So right now, what we are seeing here for this one we've just done now, it means that we have a structure here. So when this moved up here, up, and pulled back, move to a higher high, we have a structure here. That gave us a structure here. All right. That gave us a structure here. Sorry. That gave us a structure here. Okay. So now that it moved to high, then we see a pullback here and then another high. This gives us another structure right here. That gave us another structure right here. That gave us another structure right here. So this structure somewhere around here. Okay. So with that too, when price moved from here up here, pulled back, went up again, we see yet another structure here. We see yet another structure just here. We see yet another structure just here. All right. So now what do we see? We see that price came all the way this way and then broke this structure, broke the first structure right here. And then what happened was that it pulled back. So this is what I'm saying, guys. If we don't look at the market, we will not know where opportunities are waiting, and we'll just come there and see that it has already passed. Okay, so this was an entry position. This was an entry position. So when this pullback happened, then that was telling us sell. That was the sell opportunity there, and it dropped like heavy. So it dropped. All right. So now we are still at that point. Nothing has really changed here yet. But this is a structure. This is a previous structure that was broken. This structure was broken here. It retested, came down. But now we see that this is a previous structure, and it was broken. So now you can see that price seems to be pulling around that place. It looks as if it broke this one now, and it's trying to retest it. Okay, so we're going to hold on to see what will happen here. Let's see what happens here much later before we know if price wants to move up here. Because if price goes up here, now from this, what we have here, for some of you who know about head and shoulders and all that, from what we have here, you will notice that if price goes all the way up here now to come and retest this zone, it will give us a head and shoulder, which means it's telling us to continue to sell. All right. So, but we don't know that yet. So what we'll do is we'll hold on and wait and see what transpires here. Let's see price just around this place for a while. Let's see price just around this place for a while. Let's see price just around this place for a while. Let's see price hover around that place. Give us a structure on maybe the 15 minutes. So if we are going to sell there, then we need to see something around the 15 minutes that tells us that, oh, this is a good place for a sell. All right, so let's hold on. We're going to hold on for that and watch for the possibility of seeing that. Okay, so let's go to that's AUD. And GBP, we looked at GBP earlier. GBP is still playing out. We marked some points for it to go up here or here. It's still not, it has not gotten there yet. So we'll leave that and wait for that. USD, Euro GBP. Euro GBP, we had a session earlier where we said Euro GBP, we are likely to see it hit this zone and come back. All right, so when we look at this on the 1 hour, this is what we're looking at here. We're looking at price hitting this zone and then dropping all the way from here. Just the way we marked it up like this, dropping all the way from here. All right, so and for us to know exactly that that's what's going to happen, on the 15 minutes, we are going to see some kind of a reversal around there. All right, so very soon, that's most likely going to happen. We will see price pull back from here, from this one, and then this would be a very good sell for us. This would be a very good sell for us. In my opinion, this is going to happen. In my opinion, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Okay, so let's wait for that. Let's wait for that. It looks like it's almost happening. It's even happening already. But let's still wait. Let's price penetrate the zone, because price always gets to where it will get to. Let's let it penetrate the zone. All right. So I think we're already seeing what we are even looking for. But let's leave it. Let price hover around that place. Let's see some kind of consistent weakness around this place. Let's see some kind of consistent weakness around this place. Okay. So that will be it. Then we'll be placing a sell. We'll sell from here. Okay. So that's for that. Then USD CHF. USD CHF. Wow, this was the trade we took earlier. If anybody took that trade, guys, we have to get ready to take the trades that we see are ready. We took this trade from around here, and so far this trade has played out to the tune of over 40 pips. Over 40 pips so far. Okay, over 40 pips so far. Okay, so let's look at Euro JPY. Let's look at Euro JPY. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Okay, so and this was something we looked at earlier. Okay, so let me get rid of some of these things, and then okay, so this is still this is a previous structure. I think we looked at this last night. This is the previous structure, and our what we anticipated was this. When price comes all the way to this zone right here, then it will drop from there. Because we are not seeing that yet. And even under here too, we are not seeing anything. We're not seeing anything. It's looking like a double bottom or stuff like that. So but this is what we are looking at. This structure right here, we need to see price get to this structure. We need to see price get to this structure. We need to see that. Okay. So when price gets to this structure, now watch this, guys. If price comes all the way from here now to this structure, we will have to be careful. We will have to be careful concerning that sell. Though this is looking like it's going to sell off, yeah. But we need to be careful about the sell, so we don't get into a potential buy. But then I think that this structure here is going to give us a sell off. But let's get in somewhere here. Let's wait for price to come in there so that we will be seeing, we will have very good entry for a potential sell-off back to the zone, back to this same area. So we'll be seeing something like this. We might see something like this. We might see something like this. We might see something like this. And then the thing is, when you take a trade, why I keep saying wait and wait and wait is this. If you take a trade at the appropriate place, your stop loss is going to be much smaller. Look at this now. Now, if you enter a trade here, you can put your stop loss on top here. Look at the risk reward. The risk reward is 1 to 4, over 1 to 4, which means that if you take a trade here right now, you can put your stop loss just above this point, and then you can make this trade can come all the way down for over 100 pips, and you will stay in the trade and make money from it. And your risk will be small. Your risk will be small. Your risk is your stop loss. Your risk will be small. But if you go and enter this trade here now, the trade moves up here, what are you going to do? That's why I'm saying that it's best to always wait. Wait. It's best to wait. Okay. So this is a potential buy opportunity, but then it's always better to look at what the market is doing. Follow market structure and be patient. Follow market structure and be patient. That's better than trying to get into, if you want to trade around here, that would be you're trying to buy from this support because there's a support here now. You're trying to buy from this support. All right. So it's not like you might be wrong, but it's best to follow structure. Instead of buying here, why not wait and sell here? All right. So of course, it's not if you see an opportunity and and something you understood something clearly. Of course, you can do this. This is an engulfing candle, most likely telling us to buy to this zone. Yeah. Okay. But then that will be an opposite trend trading. From the structure we are seeing, that is going to be opposite trend. But it's possible you can do that, right? So, but what we are looking at is what happens here. What happens here? At this point, you'll be able to make a good sell that has a good risk reward ratio. Let's look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Okay, so on GBP JPY, we are seeing a downtrend already on this GBP pairs, guys. A downtrend. Downtrend is already resuming. So downtrend here. Okay, so okay. So once we saw this low, Once we saw price come to this low, then that tells us we have a structure here. That tells us we have a structure here. Very good structure here. Okay. That tells us we have a very good structure here. All right, so that structure is there. Then we see this. See this pullback. And then we see yet another low happen here. Oh, sorry. Then we see price come to this low again. So now what we are seeing is we have a structure here again. We have a structure here. So the most recent structure we are seeing now is going to be here. And it also coincided to support here. So that's the most recent structure that was seen right here. So here is what I expect to happen. This is what I expect to happen. I'm expecting price to come here and then sell off from here. That's what I'm expecting to see on. That's what I'm expecting to see on USD JPY. Okay, and when you look at this structure, guys, you will notice that it coincides also with what we are looking at in GBP. And what I said earlier was that GBP pairs, they seem to do close to the same thing. All right, so look at what we marked up earlier. You can see that it's actually going to that zone. It's actually going to that zone. All right, so we are still going to wait to watch this because we don't know if it's going to reverse here or reverse here. But what I said earlier was that you can put a trade here, a pending order at this point, put a trade here for a small amount. You can use 0.01, put a trade here, put a trade here. And then it's possible that price is going to move all the way here. All right, so you will see that this coincides with the structure we are going to see on GBP, JPY, for example, because they do almost the same thing. All these GBP pairs, they do almost the same thing. So if we see GBP USD now come to this point, I can tell you that JPY also will come to this point. All right, so this is where I will personally be looking to trade GBP JPY. For me, this is a sweet spot. This is a sweet spot. But besides this spot, I am really not very interested in this pair at this time. So I prefer to come to a price to come to this sweet spot. All right. So let's look at GBP CHF. And guys, as I do this, if you think we should treat any other pair, if you think we should treat any other pair, just let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, or let me know in the chat. You think we should look into any other pair, I will do that as well. All right, so now GBP CHF has sort of been dropping a lot, but on the 1 hour chart, I already did this. So we have a structure here. We had a pullback here, and then we had a structure here initially. Then when this happened, this structure was this is a 15-minute structure. All right, so that's why I marked it. I didn't let it go far. And all these ones I didn't let go far. They are 15-minute structures. All right, so when you go to the 15 minutes, you will see that these are structures there. Look at this. This is a 15-minute structure. All right, this is a 15-minute structure too. But when you go to the 1 hour, you will not see those structures there. But I think this is actually the way it's playing out right now. This might actually be a good structure for 15 minutes. But 1 hour might hold more. Okay, so this 15-minute structure is okay, but on this 15-minute structure, you can see does not exist on the 1 hour. The structure we have on the 1 hour is here. This is the structure we have on the 1 hour. This is the structure we have on the 1 hour, and it's usually safer when you stay with that. It's usually safer when you stay with that. Okay. So 15-minute structures are the best when a trend is just starting. When a trend is just starting, but when it's already started moving, it's best to stay with the 1 hour structure. Okay, so here's another structure for the 1 hour. It's another 1 hour structure, just in case this gets broken. But I don't think this is going to get broken. I think price is going to pull up to this point and drop off here. I think price is going to do this. I think price is going to do this, and then it's going to drop off here. All right. So, but in the case that in the case that it breaks this point, in the case that it breaks this point, it will still retest, and then it will come here before it now drops back. All right. So this is what I'm expecting to see on GBP CHF. This is what I'm expecting to see on GBP CHF. Okay. Now let's look at gold. Gold. Let's look at gold. Wow. Gold is entering a buy zone. Okay. Okay, so what are we seeing here? Let's look at the structure on gold. Okay. Okay. So this is what we're seeing now on gold. So let's look at the structure. So when price move from here up here, pulled back once it gave us a higher high, then that gave us a structure right here. That gave us a structure here. Okay. So now it pulled up up here again, pulled back and gave us another high. So we have another structure here. We have another structure here, right? Okay. So once price went to another high, this gave also another structure right here. We have another structure here. Yes. We have another structure here. And then this moved up all the way there. And then once it gave us, move up here, pull back, once we see this high, which is higher than this high, this becomes a structure. This becomes a structure. This is now a structure. So you can see how gold retested this zone, moved up, made this place a structure, then came back again to this point. That was from last night, I think. Is that from last night? I think it was from last night when the news from the US came out. It pulled up to this same point and then gave us came to the same structure we saw before. Came to the same structure we saw before and moved up. This was a huge move. This would have been a buy opportunity here. This would have been a buy opportunity here. As it, like, clearly, this would have been a buy opportunity here. Okay, so what are we seeing now? What are we expecting to see now? From here now, gold moved up. So this is not a confirmed structure yet until gold gives us another high. If gold gives us another high now, then we'll be seeing another structure would have arrived here. Then this is how it will play out. gold should move like this, give us another high, then this will be a structure. This will be a structure, right? Then gold will pull back towards that structure. Gold will pull back towards that structure, and then we will then make a buy. We will then make a buy to go up. We will then make a buy to go up. Okay, so guys, what I'll tell you about gold is that gold is a very volatile asset. If you don't have the sizable accounts, you should not be trading gold. If you don't have a $500 account or a $1,000 account, just ignore gold. Just act as if you don't know gold at all. Okay, gold is very volatile. If you have a $100, $200 account, just stay with the other pairs. Don't trade gold yet. Gold is very volatile, guys. It moves very fast. This move right now, last night alone, let's look at it. From here, this move up last night alone was over 250 pips within 2 hours. Look at a 1 hour chart. Within 2 hours, gold did 250 pips last night. Okay, so that's how fast gold moves. So it's not a pair for small money trading at all. All right, so this is what I'm expecting to see on gold now. All right, so gold gives us a high, then a structure appears here. Okay, this is a hypothetical structure yet. So we have a high, the structure appears, gold pulls back, then we buy. That it is for gold. All right, so those are the pairs I have set here. Like I said, if you have any other pairs you'd like me to look at, I will add them to the list, and then I'll be able to look at them as well. Okay, guys, take care. I'll see you guys later.